you've probably guessed the races are still on by the noise. And just getting ready for the polytunnel. So the polytunnel is going to be going there. So we're going to have to dig it because it needs to be level from left to right. So it's just going to take a bit of digging. But yeah, we'll get some pictures up as it's doing. See you in a bit. There we go. So that's the foundation tubes in. So there's what's going to hold the hoops. Now we've had to hammer them in with a piece of wood, which just protects the end of them. So I'm doing mine with the trench, which you'll see me digging in not too long. But not tonight probably. So the trench is going to be what holds the polythene tight. So I've now got the hoops to put on and the door frames to build before any of that happens. So I don't think all that's going to happen tonight. I've got my pile of stuff there. Had to move the climbing frame, so that's out of the way. So all I had to do is make sure it was level from side to side. It can fall front to back, that's fine. It just needs to be level side to side. And obviously if it is falling front to back, you've got to make sure each hoop is upright, you know, it's perfectly straight. So I'm just going to get these double checked with the spirit level across from one side to the other, just to make sure that they are good, and then I'll start putting the hoops together. Just almost lunchtime and I'm back up here again. So I didn't get a picture of where I got to on the polytunnel last night because it got too dark for the camera to work. But I've got most of the metal framework up. It's not being tightened up, it's just there. So get everything kind of like leveled up and sorted with the spirit level in the maybe tonight, I don't know, I'll see how I get on. But yeah, just up on some pretty steep bits here now, getting these areas in around where I kind of finished last week, and then I think I'm going to head across to the other side to where that Fulton was and see what I can get done over there. So it's nice to be back on the island. Obviously I was only away for like 3 days, but when you live on the island, you kind of, long distances and traffic and all sorts of stuff get kind of on you. So yeah, it was nice to get away, nice to see people that I went to university with, and it was a lovely wedding that I went across for. So yeah, back here now, back on with this. Got a landscaping job, hopefully starting on Thursday. Everything else I'll be back into just a normal routine. Obviously this is a short week because yesterday was a bank holiday Monday. Manx Grand Prix is all finished and done with and gone now, so the mountain road's currently closed whilst they're taking down the signage. So that's it, done. No more crazy motorbike racing for another year now until TT. So it has been quite disruptive as the MGP this year because the weather was bad and they kept losing race days. So luckily I was away for 3 days of it, but my wife was telling me how annoying it was, and so were the farmers when I was just checking in this morning before coming up here. It just seems to have really got in people's way this year, but it's one of them. You live here and it happens. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on with this and get the music back on now that once I've stopped this videoing. Just there's a hair or something in just next to us there. Oh, rabbit. Too fast to get the video to it. Yeah, so carry on up here and might get a bit of a video later, or we'll be back at the polytunnel next time. See you in a bit. Really steep bit. So I'm going to back down, doing 1.1 mile an hour. It's, if I give you a look that way, you can kind of get a gist of how steep it is. From where the trees are. So, in fact, I'm going to have to pay attention. See you in a bit. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday afternoon and just down to the field for the first time since I've been back, and it's looking spectacular. Look at this little row of carrots here. Coming along nicely. Now they're an autumn variety, so they're going to be growing late into the season. Sorry, John, who works at the farm, has just gone past. So they're looking absolutely spectacular all the way up, really nice. Lettuce is looking good as well. Now this is the lettuce we thinned out the other week. So these are all going to start hearting up. They're mostly heart varieties. I could probably thin a couple more. That's not too bad. The Rocket looks Oh no, sorry, where's the rocket? Rocket looks like it has started to go, well, obviously it has gone to flower, because you can see it, but, let me see. Still tastes spectacular, very peppery, but I have got more gone in, so we won't be needing too much of that, and then that'll just get incorporated in, just as a bit of a mulch. As the spring onions didn't do anything, what I'll probably do is just power harrow that all up, so that'll incorporate them. Radishes, we have some huge radishes in here. Look at the size of that one, really big. Now let's move this way, because this is the first time, like I said, I've been down since I got back, because the weather and jobs at home and polytunnel and various other things have got in the way. So here we have the pumpkin section, first start of these. Now these are the ones which a couple of weeks since had no pumpkins on them. Let me just find an easy way into this one. So we've got pumpkins forming here, so they're on the way to go, which is really funny because obviously they had no pumpkins a couple of weeks back, but they really seem to be catching up now. Oh, I'll go and show you something there. This is part of the section that the school planted, so there's a couple of bits and pieces coming here, and I did see our first trombone squashes. There we go. So there should be plenty of them, but I'm not quite sure where they are because they're all in this section. So there was a full packet of them got planted. So let's head into the masses and I'll show you some of the big ones. But everything has now started to produce pumpkins, like we've got Queensland Blue there, Turk's Turban there, Monster Parsnips all along there. So they're going really well. I've had some very good feedback about them, so we're going to keep getting them dug up. But as I was saying, the area of the new seed didn't have any pumpkins when the kept back seed area had loads of pumpkins. Now the new seed area has got a lot of pumpkins and they're now growing big as well. So it's really interesting to see how they're catching up when they were so much later, you know, kind of interesting to switch around. So I will show you these two because these two are pretty spectacular because they've turned orange already. Hang on, let me just pick my way through. Look at those, absolute beauts. And then here now, the boy is no longer big, it's now smaller than the pumpkins. Not because the boy's shrunk, because the pumpkins have grown. Little orange dots starting to appear all over the place. The big one just in there by that stake is absolutely huge, but it's definitely getting there. So I've said we'll be announcing the date. I've kind of cheekily said it on one of the TikTok videos, but we are going to be opening on the 21st of October. Saturday the 21st of October is our first open day. We will most likely be opening on the Sunday and then maybe one day in the week, and we might do Sunday evening. I'm not quite sure on that one yet, just to try and kind of allow people to get down here. So 21st of October, get the date in your diary. We'll be down here, and we will also have some traders down here, some local traders which we supply to, we work alongside. We'll be coming down with their products. I'll be putting more details up about them over the coming weeks, up on Facebook and Instagram, maybe even TikTok, probably not YouTube, but it'll be in the videos we're doing. So we're going to have food suppliers and all sorts of stuff down here. We will have food available to buy and eat, and they're going to be nicely parked along this section. So just as you come in, we will be using that bottom gate. Yeah, so I've got to head off and go do a different job now, but I just really wanted to come down here, so what better place to come down for my lunch. So I'm heading to go do someone's garden and picking my eldest up to help me out because it's still the school holidays here. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you in a bit. Morning, Friday morning, and it's raining. The weather's not the greatest.
I'm just down at the field because I've got to pick a pumpkin for someone. Someone has a dog which has a sensitive digestion, and if you didn't know, pumpkin is fantastic for it. Kind of as a stewed pumpkin, freeze it and then add it to the meal. Really good. Even though the weather is not so great this morning, it is still pretty awesome being down here. You can start to see the little orange dots now becoming visible. There's a big one over there, somewhere there. So yeah, it's been a funny week. I can't believe it's Friday already. Obviously, we had a bank holiday on Monday, so that kind of ruins where you are in the week anyway. But yeah, it's absolutely flown by. So nothing really too spectacular in this video. So we'll see where we're at next week. Obviously, I'm on with this landscaping job, and my polytunnel is progressing slowly, mostly in late evenings, so I've not been able to get too many pictures or anything of that. So I'll see if I can put a picture in after this, and yeah, we'll obviously hopefully get that finished next week. We are now barreling down towards the open day. We've got less than 2 months to run now. These guys are doing a fantastic job. I've still got a lot of work to do to get this area sorted, so get the trailer out of the way and move the water tank and stuff like that. But we're going to be getting there. Produce going out wise, I took out a lot yesterday, which was really nice. Had a good chat with the suppliers. Potatoes are becoming a bit towards the end of them now. I only had second earlies. I didn't have main crops in, so we're on the end of that. So I know for next year, first earlies, second earlies and main crops. But yeah, so far it has been a fantastic learning experience. Doing this has been a learning experience. Some of it not so fantastic, but we're getting there. You know, I don't think I'm going to be kind of like 20 million subscribers YouTube star or anything like that, but you know, slowly we'll get underway. Sunflowers are well and truly gone, although we do have, I think I was just saying earlier, someone who's wanting some to dry, so I'm going to get them picked, probably not today, maybe tomorrow, might come out tomorrow. Schools are back next week, so then it's back down to the normal days, so I might be back down here early in the morning again and stuff, so we'll just see where we're at. But yeah, thank you so much for all the likes, follows and subscribes. There is that little bell notification so you know when we have released a video. If you wouldn't mind clicking that, that'd be brilliant. Don't forget to try and follow us on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok as well. I don't think I'm going to be doing any silly dances on TikTok, but never say never, you know, who knows. The wife keeps saying that, oh, you're going to do the dances, and like, no, I said the same about many things in life. So yeah, but thank you. Take care and have a good week. See you later.